Hello and welcome to this video, and we're just waiting for a game. We've got one against Nachtmare, Nightmare, okay. And we're going to go with a knight f6 versus e4. We're going to play Sicilian, and we get the closed Sicilian. And f4, interesting. I'm going to go with g6 here, I'm not quite sure what's right. And knight f6. So, knight c6. Now, e5 played. Now, we've got two options. We can just take this. This is the obvious one, but we could try d5. I think d5, though, yeah, that's going to win two pieces here. So, now our choice would be knight g4, or just takes. I think we're just going to take this off, okay? And so one idea would be knight g4 now. There's a lot of pressure on e5. Knight g4, if bishop takes f7, check. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. We've got three pieces on this and only one defending, so if e6, okay, but can't we just take this now? Can we not just play knight g, or even knight c? Knight c hits the bishop. I mean, I think that we can just take this pawn on e5. Okay, so alright, so it look like we're a pawn up here, but some pressure on f7. We could play bishop f6, but I think just e6 looks good. The advantage of bishop f6 is that we're potentially able to get our bishop out, but you know, where would we put it anyway, right? We can maybe play bishop f5. I think bishop f6 also probably just run into knight. Yeah, so let's just get e6 in there. Okay, so bishop g. Oh, we could go for the check actually. This is interesting. I don't know if that really helps. Let's just bring the bishop back. We've still got queen d4 check. Queen d4 check now winning. This is interesting now. If b6, we've got knight f6 check. Or we could play queen d4 check. Actually, this can be. This might be okay because we've got this check here. Bishop here. Let's take this b2 pawn. If knight c5, we've got bishop d4, 4 king, king, and knight. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to go for that now. I'm not sure. What here? Yeah. So white's doing the thing where you just move really, really quickly and hope to win on time, which is a pretty good strategy versus me, it has to be said. I think we want to play something like rook b8, b6, bishop b7. That's the plan. Okay, so let's play bishop d6 to hit the rook. I think everything looks fairly solid here. Just have to keep an eye out for some sacrifices on e6, but I don't see any at the moment. So let's just continue with the plan. If rook, we might be able to play b5 with a tempo on the bishop actually. That would be good. b5 threatens then bishop b7. So this is a big threat now. Okay, so gets out of that. We've got rook here coming. That's interesting. So it's going to come here anyway, isn't it? So let's go bishop e7 so that we're on the h4 square. And then the idea is b5 followed by bishop b7. Okay. Alright, and let's actually play a5 now. And b4. I think f7 is still okay. Rook takes f7, rook takes f7. Ah, rook takes 7. That's interesting now, actually. Rook takes f7 might work. Alright, so So this is interesting. We don't want to play e6, that opens the bishop up, but this looks okay now. Bishop b7 to hit the queen, and then trying to play bishop d5 to blunt this bishop. I think if we can get our bishop to d5, we should be in pretty good shape. Where's that queen going? Queen to... Yeah, okay, let's get this in now. Okay, so I like my position now quite a lot. Okay, he just went for it. Ah, okay, because we can't take it. Ouch. Okay, so that's definitely not good. Ah, don't like my position so much. So rook takes is okay. So rook takes. e5, we go. e5 is really interesting. Hitting the rook. If rook takes e7, we've got rook takes f2. That's pretty interesting now. That might force you to trade everything on f8. That might force the trade of everything on f8. I hadn't seen that, but it looks interesting. I don't think there's much else you can do. You can come back to rook f3, but again, we'd just trade a lot of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns versus 5 pawns. So white's won his pawn back and has time on the clock. All right. Queen moves somewhere. No, we're a bishop up. What am I talking about? We're a bishop up. So, okay. So e4 now, or b3? Let's play b3. a4 is attacked. We've got bishop f6. Okay, we're taking on a4, and queen f4 is what I want to play next. And we can get this in. And if queen back, we're going to go queen, king f7. We've got queen c4. Yeah, but that's losing though, right? Because this you're never catching this pawn. Well, this is capturable. And then a3. Yeah. Okay, good. So white resigned. Okay, let's just pause and reflect. Okay, so first critical moment's probably here. I think e5 kind of looks right, but after takes, I'm not sure if white can stop me recapturing this pawn. So I think maybe what you need to play if you're white now is just play e6, and at the very least you get to mess up black's pawns a bit, create some weaknesses against the king. I think as played, black was just fine. I mean, after this multiple exchanges, black's got to be just fine here. And then in this position, I had seen this fork of the pawn, and I was trying to work out what to play here. But I think the move played was okay. Bishop takes b2. White missed this, and we won a piece. So we're at this stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're a pawn and a piece up. So it should be all over here. But there were a few shaky moments. I'm not sure how best to improve if necessary. I mean, it's possible that b5 would immediately is interesting. b5, and if bishop takes b5, we have this move, bishop b7, and I think then we win the exchange for the pawn. So that might be good already. We played rook b8 slightly slower. So, yeah, let's see. I mean, to queen h3. We played bishop back because we didn't want this move coming in. I think that looks okay. And then rook takes. I'm just looking at this. Rook takes, bishop takes. Yeah, I don't think this is quite going to work yet. So then rook here. b5 was played. Bishop b3. This is played. It's possible. I think b3 looked okay. And then now, obviously, I missed something around here. There's a lot of pressure on this. What did I actually play? I played bishop b7. The queen went back. And now the threat is to take on f7. So we countered that with this. But that doesn't solve the problem, does it? That's the problem. Doesn't actually deal with the threat. I think we might have to play Queen E8 here. I mean, Queen E8. If F5, Bishop takes it here. Bishop F6 is obviously not going to work. So I think Queen E8 is forced in this moment here. So I think that's what we should have played. I mean, as it was, we found this nice resource E5, which sort of saves the day a bit because of this pin on the queen, so white can't pick up the piece here. So after everything came off, it was fairly straightforward. Okay, well, thanks for watching.